Deepak, what I would say is that we were just, before we came up on the panel dais, we were just having a chat, and I realized is that I've got a very unique experience. I've been in this organization for the 9 years, but I worked for 4 different companies. Uh, so it's basically taking the same set of offerings, but they just got bigger and bigger. So the biggest challenge that we had every time that our company got acquired was that we had to start from ground zero. Uh, the key thing was that we had challenges internally and externally. Internally, the thing was there was new structure, a completely new team, and externally we had to connect with the customers, ensure that we have the right set of visibility, thought leadership, mind share. So the very key thing that we had to start was to ensure that we have the right kind of corporate narrative so that we get the value to the customers. But having said that, today what we realize is that it's not only about reaching the decision makers, but the user also. And that's where, we had to ensure that we had omni-channel presence and reach out to each and every decision makers. Uh, and while these things were happening, COVID struck. And that's where we saw the entire emergence of automation, hyper-personalization, data-driven marketing. And now that we are back, it's in hybrid format. So this is what we're seeing as emergence, and that's been my experience in the last couple of years that I've said. And I'm sure panelists will have their own experience, but that's what I had to share. And that's what is the fundamental when it comes to omni-channel. Basically, our job is not only about selling value marketing to the decision makers, but sometimes you really have to go to those developer level profile also. And at that point of time, you can't just follow a particular strategy. And now I'm going to sound very prescriptive. It's basically what we see is that when we look from an omni-channel perspective, what is it that you're looking from a thought leadership perspective, brand awareness, how you're working with analysts. So that's where the customer really understand what your brand is all about. Then you come to very focused account kind of an approach. And nowadays, the most known and beaten to death word is ABMs. How do you focus on accounts, do various ABMs and target your customers? But at the same time, you don't forget your install base. What is it that you're doing around your install base? You can't ignore the partner ecosystem. What is it that, because they're the feet on the street, they're the ones who are really getting you business. And last but not the least, the entire digital thing, automation, AI, what is coming up. What is it? Because it's an age of hyper-personalization. Customers become very smart. He knows what he should be buying. So before even you can reach, he's already done the research. So you really need to have those kind of tools as a part of your strategy to reach the decision makers and the users. So if all these few elements, that will make a very strong omni-channel strategy for your organization to be successful.
Yeah, wonderful.